Teach it tight. 2 rooms and a boom. Overview. Players are evenly divided into 2 separate play areas. Character cards are randomly dealt to each player. About half of the players will be red and half of the players will be blue. One of the blue team members is the president and one of the red team members is the bomber. There are 3 rounds in the game and each one is timed. During play, in each room, players elect leaders. It is important that each room has a leader because at the end of each round, there is a hostage exchange. Hostages are the players chosen by the room leaders to change rooms. This shuffles the players in each room. At the end of the game, after the last hostage exchange, players reveal their cards and the bomb goes off, killing everyone in the bomber's room. If the president dies, the red team wins. If the president lives, then blue team wins. The 4 basic rules. Rule 1, time is public, don't hide it. Rule 2, stay in your room. You can't just mosey into the other room. Rule 3, no communication between rooms. Even if you can see into the other room, don't communicate with the other room. Rule 4, keep your card. Do what you want with your card, just don't get rid of it. If you're going to show someone your card, you must show it, all of it. Rule 5, leaders and hostages have more rules. Leaders and hostages. Who is leader? Well, you can't appoint yourself, so don't even try, mister. Rather, first player appointed by another player becomes a leader. The leader of the room holds the leader card and gets to choose the hostages. So who's a hostage? Hostages are the players chosen by the leader to switch rooms at the end of the round. The number of hostages depends on the total number of players and the round number as seen in this chart. Changing leaders. The first leader of each room stays leader for the entire game unless one of 2 things happens. Changing leader thingy 1. A leader can simply hand the leader card to a willing player that was not just a leader. If they don't accept, too bad. If they do accept, they're the new leader. Why would a leader do this? Because a leader can never be a hostage. Changing leaders thingy number 2. If there's still time in a round, you may raise one hand and use the other to point to another player. You can point to yourself. Once most players are pointing to a single player, that player becomes the new leader. End of a round. First, leaders select their hostages. You can't choose yourself and everyone in the room should know who are the hostages. Second, leaders parlay between the 2 rooms without the hostages. Third, leaders begin timers for the next round. Fourth, selected hostages switch rooms. Fifth, leaders return to the rooms. Game end. Gather all players, but don't mix the rooms. Gambler interrupts if playing with a gambler. Gambler steps up and places a bet, announcing if they think the red team or blue team won. If the bet is correct, gambler wins. If the bet is wrong, gambler loses. Remember, the gambler's win condition doesn't affect the rest of the players. President and bomber then reveal their cards. If the bomber and president are in opposite rooms, blue wins. But if they're in the same room, red wins. Yeah! Thanks for playing Tuesday Night Games.